Good evening, Rascal Enjoyers. Hope you're doing alright, 'cause it's time for the Abnormal Barders. Tonight we have the likes of the Garage Door, the AK47, the Sheepman Door, the Armoured Door, we have the SAP, the Small Box, the Road Sign Gloves, the LR300, the Custom SMG. Those are our abnormal skins to chase after tonight. Whereas these two skins here, they are regular skins. The Python, the Bow, they're only becoming marketable tomorrow when the roster rotates. Now, if you're a little bit confused with the naming conventions there, abnormals, regulars, what are you talking about? Well, I'll try and help you out here right now. If you're to look at the description, you'll see two videos are provided. The first video is a 60-second short video, which will briefly but quickly explain what abnormals are, aka they are skins that are in rush stores that will become marketable before the rush store even rotates. And we know when that's going to happen. So in the likes of this video, we're going to go ahead, figure out prices to offer for all of them, write that down, keep check of that, and when they come out, when they're marketable, we'll race to put those barders down, and hopefully in the future, we'll be the ones that pick them up for cheaper prices and walk away with some sweet, delicious profit. It's as simple as that. Now, if the short video isn't enough, if you want to go a little bit more in depth, if you want to be able to identify what abnormal skins are and when they appear, consider watching the video just below. It's about 20 minutes long, goes a lot more in depth, but it'll definitely help you out. It'll give you all the information you need, basically. So that, with everything all nice and addressed, let's now jump in, start talking about all of these skins based on the sales they had, and discuss, are they looking to be very nice investments? Are we going to want to offer quite a lot of funds for them? Right, let's get started then. Twisted Metal Garage Door. So, main point I want to get across with the likes of this is it's a garage door. It's done 16,000 subscribers, and if I were to go back to likes of my 48-hour analysis, please be aware of this. This video, we focus in trying to figure out how many sales are likely going to happen by, the end of the rush store. And I looked at that garage door and I thought that's going to do between 16 to 18,000 subscribers, which is a perfectly average amount of sales. However, if it's going to behave like the average garage door, that could be a concern. Because as you can see, with the likes of all of these skins here that came out in 2024, so far this year, 26 in total, including Twitch drops. But this is down 48, that's down 24, that's down 53, that's down 20, that's down 53, that's down 51, that's down 56, that's down 71, that's down 62, that's down 36, that's down 62. It ain't looking very good. I feel like I've got my point proven here. Now again, if we were to also scroll down and compare to the likes of last year, in total last year, excluding that one because it was a bit funny, we had 27 garage doors added to the game. So far this year, we've got 26. And there's still maybe another 11 to 12 weeks of rush stores to go. There's going to be more. And I will inform you, there's a Twitch drop on the horizon. For Charitable Rust, the October Twitch drops, we are getting a rustified, glow-in-the-dark, transparent, head height transparency garage door being given away for free next week. So I hope you're ready for that. So, alright, cool. Is the Twisted Metal Garage Door going to be alright though? Well, I'll give you some positivity. If we were to go look at the workshop, you can see at the likes of the skin creator here, he did produce a continuation. We have a furnace right there. And it looks cool, looks quite sinister. I mean, I'd welcome it. But I just can't help but assume this garage door here is going to very likely suffer. I fully expect it to go down in price. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I'm probably going to do just $1 to $1.50. It doesn't even glow. It's not the be-all, end-all that, but I know a lot of people do prefer to have glow-in-the-dark garage doors. So, a bit concerning. A bit worrying. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play it safe. I feel like that's the smartest way to go about it. Understood? Alright, I guess we could just move on then. So, Commando AK47. Right, so, of course, when I first saw it, I made the instant comparison to the likes of the Blackout AK47. This is on the market still, selling at $13, basically. And here's the very interesting detail. 15,000 subscribers. And we guessed that. We got that right. I thought on Saturday, just a few days ago, it was going to do between 15 to 17,000 subscribers. I was spot on. So by tomorrow, I'll probably just go over 16,000 subscribers. Hedge, is that a lot of sales? And remember this, subscriber count refers to the absolute bare minimum amount of people that bought the skin. We know at least 15,109 individual people have bought the Commando AR. If we were to go ahead and look at the likes of the Blackout AK47 here, if you go to the workshop page, look at the bottom right, over 20,000 subscribers. Now, the vast majority of people there, they probably just bought one for themselves. But there's always people that might want to buy 10, 50, 100, because they want to buy some and then flip them for a profit if they can. They're going to try and do that. So that has sold a lot there, and the Commando AK47 is not even matching up to it. This is in a very, very, very interesting spot. Now, let me also remind you, with the likes of AK47s, they tend to be pretty bad investments. However, black AK47s tend to do quite alright. With some more recent ones that came out, Black Diamond AK47, Ninja AR, with the likes of Black Diamond AK47, that sold at $4.49. And for a normal Rust skin selling at $4.49, that would normally doom it because it's too high of a price to retain. And if this, if it's sold enough, a lot of them will be listed on the Steam market. It would be expected to just go down in price. It's unfortunate, but that tends to happen quite a lot. That is sitting there right now, basically even. So it's sitting on the Steam market at $4.45. Now, let me remind you, right now, it's October. Right now, we've got not that many people playing compared to the likes of, in the summer and whatnot. And this would be the bad times. At some point this month, we'd expect that most of the skins on the Steam market, I'm referring to Rust skins in particular, they're going to reach their lowest point. And it's going to be a great time to buy in if you want to, but main point is they are going to be at their lowest prices. And, well, if that's doing perfectly fine basically right there, how much higher could it potentially go in the future? It's working out quite right. And then over to here, I want to bring up the likes of the Ninja AR. So Ninja AR came out late last year, December 2023, I believe. Was it this? No, I think it was December. Yes, it was December last year. If you look at all the AK-47s and look at them by subscriber counts, you will see that the likes of the Ninja AR is the highest selling one, almost 45,000 subscribers. And yet, even though it sold at $2.49, with so many sales, it's sitting on the Steam market right now with a price of $2. It's gone down in price, but it hasn't dramatically crashed and burned. And look at the support it has. It ain't going down. It's not going down much lower. And imagine this. When a lot of people return to play the game around, January 2025, for example, post-Christmas, that could easily get bought out. It'll go back up to its standard price again, and it's all right. People like these black AK-47s. There's demand for them. So this only reinforces the point that the likes of the Commando AK-47 is very likely going to be comfortably retaining its value, and when times are good, rise up in price. Now, don't even get me started with the likes of the Commando collection, because we've got some clothing and armour as of recent, and we could still potentially see the likes of Tier 2 eventually. Maybe a jacket, maybe more weapons, maybe the boots and gloves, we shall see. The skin creator will be doing a version 3 of Tier 2 if he must, he's basically told me, so more skins, in the future potentially. It's got a lot of support behind it. I'm feeling pretty confident in it. If the Ninja AR has done a very good job of retaining its value, which also sold at $2.49, but this right here sold a third as much compared to it, and it's like near enough the exact copy of a Blackout AK. I mean, I can't help but assume it's going to comfortably rise in price. Now listen, it's not going to match up to the likes of the Blackout AK-47 price. I sincerely do not think that will happen. But a lot of people probably come back to play the game around January and think, go get my Blackout AK again. And then they'll probably stumble upon the likes of this AK here and realise, well, hang on a minute. It's got a sleek black design. It's got a very useful red aim sight. It's basically the same thing, but it's 5 times cheaper. So I can't help but assume it's going to just graciously rise up in price. Hey, maybe by the summer of 2025 it only goes up to $4. I wouldn't be upset. Still profit. All right, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I'm going to do $1.50 to $2. Yes, I think it's going to be in a very, very, very interesting spot, and I think we could probably jump onto that with confidence. $1.50 to $2. That's how I'm approaching it. If you want to offer a little bit more, if you think Hedge has convinced me more than enough, I could offer more for that. By all means, push up to $2.20, $2.30 if you want. Maybe it just always retains its value and it just comfortably just goes up in price as of now. We shall see. But it really hasn't sold that much. It really hasn't. And I really do think tonight I might end up buying a bunch. So, yeah, that's what I feel confident in there. Right, let's move on to the next skin, the greening area door. So let's just quickly establish this. There was a continuation that was put on the likes of the Steam market this past weekend. We have a greening area garage door right there. Very nice, very cool. So there is a potential continuation on the horizon. But then again, sheepman doors this year, how are they currently holding up? Out of all the skins that came out in 2024, only one of them's in the positive. And that is I've forgotten the name of it. What was it? The Ultramarine Collection, Sheepman Door. Yeah, sorry about that. My brain went. Now, it's going to take a while to load. SCMM is a bit slow at the moment, so if you've seen this yourself when you're watching this, yeah, sorry, but this is how it is. So, yeah, it's about to appear. There you go. Only the Ultramarine's currently in the positive. We've had 29 skins introduced this year. There's a lot of Sheepman Doors. There are 200 plus in total, and this is part of the problem. If we keep seeing more and more and more weird, strange, cool-looking Sheepman Doors, they're going to struggle to retain interest. And if a skin can't keep interest, there's no demand and it just loses value pretty quickly. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I don't really want to fall for the trap with Sheepman Adores. Just look at all the ones that came out this year. They haven't performed very well. I think I'm just going to do 70 cents to $1. Like, I'd love to see a collection being built out of this. It looks odd. It's strange. I'm not sure what's being grown behind that door. But I can't help but assume it's going to suffer like most of the other ones. 70 cents to $1. I'm playing it safe. Let's move on to the likes of the Armoured Door. So this is technically a collection. Yep, tier 3 collection right here. I have not seen another deplorable skin being produced by Lodi this past weekend. Whoops, I've gone a bit of awkward spot here. Let me go back over to here. There you go. Lodi, what did you produce this past week? You made the Frontier DLC crossbow. So basically you made a skin in reference to the upcoming brand new DLC pack. Alright, fair enough. I can't help but assume this upcoming weekend... Oh, no, we can't, because we're having Halloween. Oh, yeah, the skin creators. Alright, cool. So I don't think we'll be seeing another armoured... deplorable skin for a while. Okay. Armoured doors. How have you been performing over the past year? Because, unfortunately, quite a lot of them have gone down in price. If I can recall, Shadowborn's alright, but all the other ones have gone down in price pretty badly, so we'll see that in a second. But I don't... Look, I know the answer already. I think it's going to be same as the Sheepman door. I think I'm going to play it safe and just stick with doing 70 cents to $1 for the likes of this tier 3 armoured door. Yes, it would be very nice to see the likes of more skins being produced and accepted in the future and whatnot. But that might, like, the skin creator might default back to the likes of making weapon skins, because this collection started off with 3 weapon skins. If I can recall, it was an AK, a Thompson, and another one. And then we got the armoured door being accepted now a year later. And lo and behold, here we are. Remember red armoured door? Yep, red armoured container door. It doesn't glow in the dark. That's down to half its price. Soul Light, oh, down 75%. Sold for $4. It's down to $1. Neon Vibes, part of the Neon Vibes Deplorable collection, which looks ever so nice and colourful. Down 16%. That's not too bad. That's all right. Shadowborn still doing good. I mean, the art on it's amazing. And then Nuclear Armoured Door, down 44%. I am looking at this tier 3 armoured door and I'm thinking it's going to basically end up like the Nuclear Armoured Door. I think it's going to go down in price. How low will it go? Well, we'll see, but I feel like I'm probably... You know what? I think I might bump it up to 80 cents to $1.20. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. I think I'm going to bump it up to $1.20. So, yeah. Keep checking that, Mr. Antonomai. He's writing it down, don't worry. So, alright then. Let's move on to the next skin. So, the Black Diamond SAP. I'm looking at this with confidence. SAP skins tend to be very reliable. So if I could just quickly bring up all of these and I'll yap away. So during the likes of the summer of 2024, I looked at all the SAPs that came out in 2024 up to that point, and of course the skins that came out in 2023, and pretty much nearly every single one of them was in the positive, and the free skins that didn't look so very nice, they were still quite close to their restore price. They rose up nicely. Alright, so I'm looking at the Black Diamond SAP. Currently it's sitting there with just over 11,000 subscribers. And hopping back over to the likes of here, I thought that the likes of the Black Diamond SAP was going to do between 11,000 to 13,000 subscribers. So I was very on point with the likes of these estimates. So as you can see, we also happen to have a very interesting skin right here, Blackout SAP. Blackout SAP was accepted earlier this year. It did 18,000 subscribers. At the current rate of sales here, it's only going to probably reach up to about 12,000 subscribers. Only 2/3 of the amount compared to the likes of this. And yet still, I can't help but assume the Blackout SAP's probably going to perform better. It's a Blackout skin. They tend to get a lot more interest and a lot more love and therefore a lot more demand, and they do better in terms of retaining their value. Now, I bought like 50 or 100 of these and I still have them, so I'm fine with that. But I'm looking at the Black Diamond SAP and I'm thinking probably the same. I might buy some of these tonight. They have sold not that much. And I'm not going to compare this with the likes of this. I'm going to compare this with the likes of potentially the Redemption SAP. Now, this sold not that much late last year. Part of the Redemption collection, which at that point had a lot of skins, and so far this year we've also had the likes of some interesting additions, such as the Tier 2 armour, clothing and armour and whatnot. That worked out ever so nicely, and it went all the way up to $5 at one point during the summer. Now it's gone down in price, but it's still very comfortable. I could also bring up the likes of the Chameleon SAP as well. That is also basically the same as the Redemption collection. A lot of clothing and armour pieces, lots of weapons and whatnot. That went all the way up to about $3. Then it went back down again. But it still evens during the bad times. Let me reiterate, bad times. So if they're doing a good job retaining their value right now, I'm looking at them and I'm kind of seeing this. This did just over 10,000 subscribers. This did 12,600 subscribers. I think this is going to behave more like these two compared to like that. I think he's all by himself. He's completely different. So this right here, if you're looking at it and thinking, oh, is it going to be a huge, insane profit? No. But is it going to be reliable? Is it going to retain value? Is it going to be all right during the likes of bad times? That I do expect. Black Diamond SAP, I could potentially see you pushing up to like $3 to $4 over the course of the next year or so. If we keep seeing more Black Diamond skins, and that's an interesting point that I will be bringing up a little bit later, in about 5 minutes maybe. Black Diamond SAP, I think we can probably offer all the way up to $2 in this as well. So $1.50 to $2. Now, if you're feeling more confident in it, and trust me, I feel like you probably will when I mention what potentially is coming out very quickly, the likes of Black Diamond Collection, feel free to offer more. $2.20, $2.30. Try and grab these cheaper than what they're currently selling for in the Rust store. But after the bar does tonight, I can't help but assume I might be jumping in and buying some in them, because I think it's looking to be very reliable, and I do expect it to perform better compared to the likes of the other Black Diamond weapons. I'm well aware these are down in price at the moment, but do remember, it's the bad times. When it's good times, when we potentially get more skins on the horizon, can't help but assume they're all going to rise up ever so nicely, especially when a lot of people return to play the game around January time. And of course, when loads of people are playing during the likes of the summer of 2025. So yeah, you're in a good spot. You have not sold that much lower than, like, if this came out during the likes of the summer, that probably would have been selling about 20,000 subscribers. But no, it's only done potentially as of tomorrow around 12,000. So cool, interesting spot. Keep an eye on this. Let's move on to the next skin. Right, Ultramarine Small Box. Chat, this is where I want to ask you a question. So last year, we had a very interesting thing happen. We had the likes of the Abyss collection getting deplorables produced, and they were selling quite nicely. They look very interesting. Why am I making such a fuss about the likes of the Abyss collection? And why am I typing that there when it's right here? I'm an idiot. All right, so let's just get this point across. There was a sleeping bag last year. It came out. It didn't sell that much. It was part of a pretty interesting collection that was brewing more and more interest. It's the Abyss sleeping bag. Hedge, what's the matter? Well, by the time this had come out, we had a lot of deplorables produced. We had clothing and armor. There was a lot of interest in this collection. But that came out in November 2023, and it only did just barely 11,000 subscribers. I looked at it, and I thought, you know what, chat? On the horizon, in the future, can't help but assume that's going to be going up in price ever so nicely, because it looks cool, it's unique, it's a glow-in-the-dark sleeping bag. I think it's going to have a pretty good future ahead of it. During the summer of 2024, that went up to $6. $2.49, $6 during the summer. Cool. Now, whilst we can sit there and say, all right, that worked out very nicely and whatnot, I have to bring up that I feel like the Ultramarine Small Box is in a very, very similar spot. With the likes of this sleeping bag here, it is the lowest selling deplorable out of all the Abyss collection. All right, this right here, the small box, it's the lowest selling deplorable out of the Ultramarine collection. And unfortunately, this past weekend, Jeeba, the skin creator of this set, he didn't produce another Ultramarine skin. That's fine, it's fine. You shouldn't rush out tons and tons and tons. Pace yourself, that's fine. But do you reckon this collection is going to retain interest and work out ever so nicely during the likes of January? I think it will. During the likes of the summer, do you reckon this collection is going to be retaining interest and flourishing? I think it will. So if everybody wants a full collection, they're going to have to get a lot of all of these. And if there's only so many of these to go around, well, there you go. There you go. It's going to potentially rise up in price higher because there's only so many to go around. And on the Steam market, when it gets very low quantity, prices tend to go up quite nicely as well. Yes. So if you think that's enough, by all means, you could offer a nice high price. Thank you for the raid, Tiger Lily. I'm in the middle of yapping about the likes of the abnormal skins. I'm so sorry for all the people here that are about to have a lecture about skins, but buckle up. Here we go. Anyway, so Ultramarine Small Box, I'm pretty sure, purely based on the fact that this collection is expected to retain interest, low sales, lower selling skin compared to all of these, and with more skins potentially on the horizon for the Ultramarine collection, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting skin to chase after, and I think it might work out quite all right. Now, there's one drawback, small boxes. Compare the likes of small boxes to sleeping bags. What do you use more of? I know. I'm thinking probably sleeping bags are going to be more interesting for people. Let's just kind of roll with this. Small boxes, whilst you will be making them here and there, and oh great, there you go. Thanks, SC Mentor APP. Right, let's just yap because I can. Let's see if it loads eventually. So anyway, small boxes, they haven't really turned out to being very nice investments, have they? A lot of the skins that came out this year, base collection, neon storages, and the one-off individual skins, they've all basically gone down in price. But will Ultramarine be special? Will Ultramarine hold out? Oh, there you go, loaded now. Look at all the red. And tier 3 toolbox there, that's the funny thing. That's not even the same collection as this, but people bought it because of that. But anyway, focusing this. All of it's in the negative, all of it's in the red. A lot of last year skins as well. But will you be different? Will you be special? Will you stand out? Or will you suffer? I'm looking at it and I'm thinking I'm going to do $1 to $1.50. That's how I'm going to approach it. That's what I'm going to do. And I think potentially tonight that might be another skin we'll consider buying today. Sounds good? Let's move on. Black Diamond gloves. So I'm just going to straight up tell you, out of all the skins this week, this is probably the one that we're going to end up buying most of, or rather, this is the one to consider buying. All right? So if you've got $2 spare, feel free to jump in and buy some for yourself. If you've got $200 spare, well, I'll go buy 100. Why? Why would you want to do that? Why must we? Number one, it's only done 10,000 subscribers. Okay. At the current rate of sales, this really doesn't look like it's going to be selling that much, you don't say. But no, this looks like it's going to be the lowest selling black roadside glove skin ever. So if I could just quickly bring this up to you. As you can see when it loads up, because SMN's a little bit slow, we've had the likes in the past, the Legacy Kevlar gloves, the training gloves, we've had black gold gloves, we've had the likes of blackout gloves, yes. They sold a fairly reasonable amount. They sold at prices of like $2, $2.49, you get the idea. Every single one of them right now, even though it's the bad times, even though we've got not that many people playing the game, even though most skins right now have gone down in price, if I were to show you right now, Legacy Kevlar gloves, sold at 99 cents, $2.12. That did 27,000 plus subscribers. Scroll down. Training gloves, 11,500 subscribers, sold at 99 cents, now it's $1.24. Scroll down. Here's black gold roadside gloves, 20,000 plus subscribers, sold at $2, $2.50. Scroll down. Oh look, blackout gloves, 47,000 subscribers, sold at $2, now it's sitting there at $4.54. This has sold less than all of them. And have I told you that this past weekend, a certain interesting pair of skins was submitted to the workshop? Oh, did I not say? Did I not hint? I'm pretty sure I hinted. Black Diamond hoodie and pants have been submitted. And I'm sure many of you are well aware. Back in August, we got Black Diamond Tier 3 accepted for the August Force Wipe. For the September Force Wipe, we got Tier 2 being accepted. Oh, tomorrow? October Force Wipe? I wonder. What do you reckon's going to happen? I reckon we're probably seeing that being accepted. I reckon the likes of the Black Diamond roadside gloves are going to have an instant boost, an instant clear out, an instant, grab everything moment. I can't help but assume those gloves are going to have an instant, big push and potentially push up in price very quickly. And if there's only so many to go around, because it's sold next to nothing, technically speaking, sort of, but you get the idea. Lowest selling black pair of roadside gloves. It's expected that we very likely will be getting an instant continuation, a core piece, hoodie and pants. I think that's going to probably be the thing we consider buying today. I am probably going to be doing $1 to $1.80. It's a $2 skin. No, don't care. $1.20 to $1.80. I'm going in. I'm chasing after it. That is very likely going to be going up in price if we do see those hoodie and pants tomorrow. Now, I'm rolling with the idea that we're going to match up with the pattern with the previous Force Wipes, but nothing is a guarantee. But regardless, that is expected to retain its value. That is expected to rise up in price quite nicely. Maybe it's not going to be instantly going up ridiculously, but at least I expect it to rise up in price graciously. I can still see that rising up in price even without the likes of hoodie and pants, but I do still expect hoodie and pants regardless eventually anyway. So, yeah, that is probably the best thing to consider buying today. And that's up to you, chap. Cool. So I feel like I've yapped more than enough about that now. It's in your hands. So if you're watching this on the likes of Thursday whilst you're having your lunch break, please be aware, with the likes of updates, we have early rush doors, usually. So you might want to consider buying that before it's too late. Moving on, here we have the Abyss LR300. That has just done about 9,600 subscribers. As I hop over to here, what was my expectation for the Abyss LR300 sales? 9,000 to 11,000 subscribers. All right, cool. I was on point there. By tomorrow, I'll probably do about 10,000 subscribers. Part of the likes of the Abyss collection. This is looking nice. This is looking okay. But I still think it's going to go down in price. All right. Mr. One Pro, I seen your words there. I will have to answer that after everything. Let me finish this, because I'm recording right now, and then I'll go back to you. With the likes of this LR300, I don't expect it to behave exactly like of the AK47. Whilst I see the SAR potentially matching up to the likes of how this behaved, I can't see the LR300 working the same. Now, I have seen in the past with the likes of Blackout LR300, whoops, I went the wrong thing, and with the likes of Redemption LR300, simply being involved or being part of a in-demand collection can lead to an LR300 selling nicely and retaining value. I still don't think that's going to happen with the Abyss LR300. I remember the likes of Black Gold, LR300 and whatnot, they went down in price pretty sharply, didn't they? Just look at every single one that's come out so far this year. We've had some interesting Twitch drops, haven't we? Last year, oh dear, the year before that, well, there's two doing all right there. But as I said, Redemption are. So, yeah, unfortunately, guys, I think that's going down in price. How low will you go? I think we could probably do $1.20 to $1.70. It's the LR300, it's the weapon itself. If it's not being used that much, if people aren't like desperately trying to get an LR300 as soon as possible, I mean, it would be very nice to get in the early game regardless, but people still prefer AKs. So, yeah. None of these skins are holding up very nicely because there's just not enough demand to use the weapon itself. It's like a perfect showcase of the current state of the meta. Now, the Black Diamond LR300, you've only gone down by 21%. That's nice. Maybe that's how things potentially might behave for that. But if this was to go down by 21%, that means it'll probably just about sit above $2. So $1.70 barter is still quite alright. So that's how I'm approaching it. $1.20 to $1.70. Cool. Right. Next skin, Hellborn Custom SMG. So with the likes of the Hellborn skins, they've done kind of alright to retain a decent amount of their value. Both of these skins sold at $2.49. It's a weapon-only collection. But, yeah, I can't help but assume the Hellborn Custom SMG is going down in price. Sold for $2.49, sitting there on the Steam market at $1.58. Sold for $2.49, the AK here, sitting on the Steam market right now, $1.52. Custom SMGs as well, how are you currently holding up? Because we've had a lot of Custom SMGs skins accepted this year from notable collections. And if you were to go look at all their prices right now, you'd be quite surprised to see that every single one of them's down bad. Again, bad times right now, it's October, but this is like generally down bad. Look at all the skins when they show up eventually. Come on. But yeah, custom SMGs, not reliable investments. We've basically gone through this all of this year, and this is going to end up the exact same way. Whilst potentially it might retain some value like the other Hellborn skins, it's still expected to go down. Look at all of these here. MK Ultra, Cold Hunter, Sweet Dreams, Black Diamond, Thunder Gold, Banana, and Chameleon. Notable collections. And yet, down 38, down 49, down 55, down 33, down 38, down 42, and down 57. Oh dear, oh dear. I am looking at this SMG. I'm thinking 60 cents to 80 cents. I just want to play it safe. I don't want to get involved in that. I don't think I'll be making tons and tons of profit. Now, I've got to point this out as well. Maybe there might be a bit of a joke in the future where, you know, of course, when you aim down and you look at it and you see things you probably shouldn't. Chat, I'm doing it again. Oh, no. Oh, no. What do I see? You shouldn't know. Maybe it might work out simply because of that. We shall see. But I can't help but assume it's going to go down in price, and I can't help but assume it's going to probably go down pretty cheap. 60 cents would be a very, very safe option. That's what I'm probably going to do. All right, so that's how I'm going to approach it. All right, so we just talked about all the abnormal skins, and now all we have left are the regular skins. So just remember, both these skins here, they are regular. They don't become marketable until the rust rotates tomorrow. Sounds good? Okay, cool. Let's jump in. Pythonized Python, 60 cents to 80 cents. That was quick, I know. Look at all the Pythons. I can't help but assume Pythons are going to struggle now, more specifically the skins is what I'm referring to, because we're getting the high caliber revolver added tomorrow, and I can't help but assume people would much rather use that compared to the Python, and also, how often are you even using a Python currently right now regardless? Yeah. So when you look at all the skins in a second, you will see that every single skin that came out last year, this year, they're not holding up very well, no. Now we do have the Redemption Python, which is still doing quite alright, but that's special, the transparent aim sight and whatnot. But when you look at all the other ones, ooh, and now we've got this Pythonized Python, which is kind of all by itself. But yeah, you're doing alright, that's nice to see, but you're down 53, you're down 43, you're down 27, you're down 44, you're down 60, down 58, down 51, down 53. Point made. That very likely is just going to be a 60 cent to 80 cent barter. Now, there was a continuation that was produced, and it's very nice to see. Lovely piece of work from the likes of Drag and Mr. Norman Van, which you can see right there. We have a traditional MP5, but even then, it'll be a weapon-only collection. It's not going to help out the MP5, the Python. It didn't sell too much, which is fairly notable. But, yeah, no, I don't think it's going to retain value. It's going to go down. It's going to go down to $1 and maybe less. Cool. Cargo heli bow. A lot of people were misguided or not fully well informed when this first came out. Well, yes, this has transparency, but it's not going to help you out. I've looked at this in-game. It lets you just see a little bit more. Basically, it lets you see a little bit more of the sky. That's it. It's not like the crossbow. I know a lot of people thought, oh, but it's going to be helpful. No, it's not. Just look at a standard bow when you hold it. It ain't making that much difference to have part of the body transparent. I've seen it. It's pointless. All right? This is going to end up like pretty much every other hunting bow skin. What does that mean? It's going to go down to about $1, maybe less. Very likely it'll be less. So, yeah. Cargo heli collection, you're looking good. We have the cargo heli crossbow here. Now, the transparency in this, that helps. So, yeah, just to point out, $7 almost. Look at the workshop. What do you see? Lots of pictures. Yeah, that's helpful. That's cool. But we don't see anything like this with the bow. So we're just going to have to look at this as a standard bow that sold almost 6,000 subscribers. And as I said, look at all the bow skins that came out over the past 2 years, except the legacy bow, and they're all down pretty bad. Even the Abyss bow that came out somewhat recently. After all of that weird situation in regards to like 2 bows with the same name on the Steam market and whatnot, yeah, it's still gone down in price. And as you can see, $1.38 there. That's one of the better performing ones. $1, 95 cents, 96 cents, $1.11, but your Christmas skin potentially will rise up in price as we get closer to December. Soulless Legion bow there, $1.55, Pumpkin bow, $1.16, Zombo, 82 cents, 97 cents, 97 cents, 96 cents, $1.27, $1.09, point made. It's very likely going to go down to around $1. Therefore, 60 cents to 80 cents is the smartest way to go about it. Cool, so that's it, that's a wrap, that's everything. We got all the prices. I hope Mr. Anti-Nomai wrote all of that down. And I feel like I need to take a drink, lots of water, but I still need to yap. Yes, Hedge can't stop yapping because he has to continue. So as I hop over to here, this is micro522.com. You should keep an eye on this. More specifically, you need to be aware of what skins are performing ever so nicely with the likes of the upvote to downvote ratio. It could potentially be a very nice indication for what might get accepted, maybe. So let's just quickly point this out. If we were to expect some interesting skins tomorrow, what could they be? Maybe it could be the Forest Raiders locker. Yes, I've put a short video up on my YouTube showcasing this, a glow-in-the-dark locker skin. So far this year, we've only had 3 of them accepted, and that was the Neon Collection lockers. Could we see the return of Forest Raiders with deplorables? It's glow-in-the-dark. It's a cool-looking design. I'm pretty sure a lot of people appreciate that. I've had some people sit there and say, oh, I could put that outside in the grassy areas. And I mean, if you want to, it's camouflage, technically speaking. We have the likes of the Porcelain Sheepman Adore. I'd vouch for that. The return of the Porcelain Collection with the Frontiersman on the door there. And, of course, with the Frontiersman DLC coming out tomorrow. That is a lovely piece of work produced by the likes of Mr. Vase and Mr. Lynx. In third place, Burger Furnace. Burger Furnace. Burger Furnace. Cheeseburger Furnace. We've got the likes of the Polar Bear Metal Tier 3 here. It's white, but it's not as white compared to the Whiteout collection, but it'll probably be white enough if we get like enough of those, I guess. So we'll see, yeah. 100J, best of luck to likes of you. And then we have Black Diamond Hoodie and Pants, which we've already fussed about. So, yeah, lots of interesting skins right there with a lot of support. We shall see how that all turns out. Is there anything else that needs to be addressed? Well, of course, tomorrow is the October Force Wipe. There's a lot of interesting stuff coming out, World Update more specifically. Now, with it being an update tomorrow, it's expected to be an early Rustore rotation tomorrow. Be prepared, all right? Very likely you'll see the Rustore rotate around 6 p.m. UK time. So if you can figure out your time zone, just look at London time. 6 p.m. London time on the 4th of October. Yeah, no, it's the 3rd. It's the 3rd. I just realised it's gone past midnight now. Oh, God. And speaking of, clocks are going to change soon. So at the end of this month, October, we're going to see abnormals becoming 1 hour earlier for 6 months. Yep, that's how it works. It's all based around UK time. So, yeah, Face Punch is located in the UK. Didn't you know? So, yeah, that's something to look forward to. Cool. So, chat, have you looked at the likes of my Rust Workshop skin checks over here? Giggle at that. Have you seen the likes of the top picks list from the likes of Mr. TGG? Have you given it all a good look? What do you reckon potentially might get accepted tomorrow? What would you like to see? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd just like to see some nice, interesting things, basically. We'll see, we'll see. Right then, so I've seen some people posting stuff in regards to Counter-Strike, so I guess I had to take a look at that. So let's skip ahead. I'll see you in a bit. It's one, Counter-Strike stuff got in the way, new things, distractions. Yeah, sorry. Black Diamond gloves. Come on, let's go. Oh, there we go. Hello. Oh, that's a low bar order. You didn't offer that much. I'll take more. Oh, don't refresh that. Right. No. I'm refreshing because I think I have everything prepared. I don't have everything, but stop it. Sorry about this. As I said, over the past hour, it's been like, we've just been sitting around thinking there was a brand new case coming out. Whilst there is a new case, it sounds like the new update in Counter-Strike is like an operation. So you can't chase after the case instantly. It will come out at a set time and it will be botted. Right, I'm going to have to load up that afterwards. But now let's focus Rust. Let's focus Rust. Right, so that's taken a while. Let's go over to here. Not the gallery case. I'm trying to get this Commando AK47 with a stronger buy order. Alright. Where is everything? I've been having such a stress over what's just been going over the past hour, and all the Rust skins haven't appeared. Just to spite me. Just to spite me. Yeah, it's not appearing. Just the AK. What is going on? Well, I'd rather not, like, sit here refreshing constantly for the video, so I guess I might just skip ahead now. Yeah, alright, well, guess I'm going to do that. Right then, people, it's been about 30 minutes. There's been a bit of a panic. What happened was Counter-Strike decided to have an update on the same night. And I was very stressed. If I were to just quickly navigate over to here, that was announced, and we're like, new case and whatnot. And yeah, quite literally a new case and whatnot came out. New collections, new skins. But that's Counter-Strike, alright? But potentially, through that, we might be seeing a lot more interest in likes of skins and whatnot on the Steam market, a lot more money being thrown onto the Steam market, and, you know, Rust very likely could benefit from that as well. We shall see. Anyway, so all of the skins have not become marketable yet, or rather, no one's listed them, because I think everyone's focusing Counter-Strike at the moment. I think that might be the answer. So let's just go ahead and look at the skins that have become marketable, and, well, here we are. Commando AK47. There's only 945 requests to buy, but the bar does go all the way up to $2.20. This is a $2.49 skin. If you're thinking, do I want to buy some Commando AK47s tonight? That would probably give you a strong enough indication that it's going to do a decent job retaining its value. This right here, it looks like it has a pretty interesting future out of it, and the barders are definitely supporting that. Yes, you could look at this and consider buying it. That looks totally fine. It does not look like it's going down to less than $2 anytime soon. Lots of support, plenty of support below $1. I think this is a waste. I think I don't think you've assessed the situation properly. But all these barders here above $1 and whatnot, yep, that's totally fine. So yep, that is looking a-okay. You can look at that and you can consider wanting to buy it. I wouldn't say no, and I'm considering it. Yep. Moving on, we have the likes of the Black Diamond gloves. This is a $2 skin, or rather $1.99 on the Rust store right now. And as you can see, it's got plenty of barders all around $1.70 and slightly higher as well. Yeah, this is another skin where you could look at and consider buying. And if we do see the likes of Black Diamond hoodie and pants being accepted tomorrow, things are looking nice and spicy. But yeah, look at the sport in general. Plenty of barders all around $1.50 and whatnot. Again, it really don't look like it's going down in price anytime soon. Can't help but assume it's going to be like all the other black road sign glove skins. This has a nice future ahead of it, and I very likely will be buying a bunch of these as well. Yep. Remember, it might not dramatically rise up in price, unless we do see the hoodie and pants being accepted tomorrow, but you get the idea. After all the fuss and whatnot, in a year's time, that might be on the Steam market for like $3, maybe a little bit more. It's nice, it's stylish, it's pretty, and I can't help but assume people will appreciate it, and it will appreciate in value. So yeah, I think you could jump in and buy into that as well if you really want to. The Black Diamond SAP, you are a $2.49 skin, and you don't have as much like barders going up as much compared to like the Commando AK47, but you're still looking perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and say you could consider jumping onto this. It's just not as I'm just not as confident with this compared to the likes of the AK. Now I've just been informed that the Hellborn SMG's just become marketable. All right, I'll worry about that in a bit. I'm not that fussed. I want to finish this. So yeah, that's looking fine. You can consider it if you're watching this video and it's tomorrow. Look at it again. If it's got a lot more barders pushing above $2 and whatnot, yeah, jump in if you really want to. It's sold not that much. I do expect it to retain value ever so nicely. I expect it to rise up in value, not insanely, but graciously. If you bought it for $2 now, at some point over the course of the next 365 days, I will not be surprised in the slightest if it sells above $3 at some point. I expect it. As much as I expect more skins being accepted for the Black Diamond collection, so yeah, cool. You can understand that, I'm sure. Right, so yeah. And then we have the likes of the Twisted Metal Garage Door. This is a $2.49 skin. The barders end at $1.10. That ain't retaining its value, no. If you truly wanted to grab some of these, you would probably just want to stick down like a $1.50 barder. You'd have no competition, and you very likely would be buying a bunch of these for $1 cheaper. But yeah, you did sell a perfectly normal amount, and I do expect a perfectly normal amount of these appearing on the Steam market, at least 100 quantity, 100 listings. So yeah, let's see if we do get that collection continuation, but you definitely aren't retaining your value. You're very likely going down in price, and it's going to probably be very close to the likes of $1.10. And with the remaining skins, well, they're just not there. Well, other than this one now that's just appeared. So I can't really talk about the other ones. I was very interested to see how Ultramarine Small Box was going to turn out, but only adds more to the mystery. By tomorrow, I'm sure we'll see it on the Steam market. Listen, it's a $2 skin. Can I just quickly confirm that? I can confirm it is a $2 skin, yeah. If it has barders like strongly close to the likes of $2, it's going to basically be the same as the likes of this, and this. You can consider, just straight purchasing it. So, yeah, all right, cool. The point has been made. That right there is looking ever so nice. And, yeah, all right, feel free to jump on that. Now, do not forget, please do not forget, tomorrow we're expecting an early rust rotation. It's an update, a big update. Lots of content's being added. And I can't help but assume the devs very likely will be wanting to roll out the skins early so it's out of the way. Or maybe a little bit later once they're fully happy with the release of the update. It could go either way, but most likely it will be an early rust rotation. And as I said earlier, I fully expect it to happen around 6 PM UK time tomorrow, 6 PM London time. All right, cool, lovely. So go ahead, take a look at the likes of all the skins that you see in the top 10, the top picks list. You can also look at TGG's top 10 picks if you so wish. And don't forget to go ahead and look at the likes of my Rust Workshop skin checks for October 1st, 2024. Lots of interesting brand new submissions. Next week, I don't think I'll be doing one of these because I'm pretty sure it might be Halloween submissions next week. I'll see how things turn out. But at the very least, hop over to the likes of my YouTube and consider watching the newest Rust Workshop skin checks video. Remember, all collection continuations are chaptered right there in front of you. Sounds good? All good. Thank you very much. And there is one final thing that I've just become aware of. There is a bombshell SAR that's been submitted. It has cutout aim sight. I am under the impression that's either coming out tomorrow or the end of this month, or maybe next week when it's the Charitable Rust Store. Either way, it's coming out this October. So that is a guaranteed acceptance. When's it going to appear? I lean more towards tomorrow. Yeah, so keep an eye out for the likes of that. That is a cutout aim sight, and that very likely will be getting a lot of attention. So cool. Once again, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see what gets accepted tomorrow. Will it be Black Diamond or will it be something else? Ooh, feel free to comment below. Catch you later. See you, goodbye.